Live from the Tri-State's news and weather leader, this is 14 News.
Hotels really fit in with our plans for growing downtown. Retail follows roofs, and a hotel is just a different kind of roof.
Hotels are popping up all over Evansville. 400 new rooms in just the past 5 years. More on that in a moment. But first, a motorcyclist has died after an accident in Owensboro.
Owensboro police responded to a crash where officers say a motorcyclist hit a utility pole. This accident happened in the 1300 block of West 9th Street around 3:20 today. OPD officials say an ambulance took the injured driver to Owensboro Health Regional Hospital, where he later died from his injuries. Officials say a Gibson County man has admitted to sexually molesting a child over a span of 2 years. They say 36-year-old Patrick Smithart pleaded guilty today to 1 count of child molestation. He was sentenced to 22 years in the Indiana Department of Corrections and will have to register as a convicted sex offender for the rest of his life.
US 60 in Crittenden County was closed for several hours today because of a wrecked semi-truck out of Union County. That truck was hauling 20 crushed scrap cars that scattered when it overturned. The crash also took out 2 utility poles that held up a major fiber optic cable. The cable fell on top of that crashed truck, authorities say, and the road was closed to traffic while crews worked to clean it up. CenterPoint Energy has boosted its CEO's pay to $37.8 million. Chief Executive Officer Dave Lesser is receiving that sharp increase in compensation as a retention award to remain the head of the company.
Here in Evansville, many groups have been arguing against recent rate increases from the company. Brady Williams joins us in studio after speaking with one action group that isn't happy with this news.
Well, Amy DeVries with Cage has been in talks with the company for months trying to figure out why their rates have gone up. She says hearing that Lazar is getting nearly $40 million in stock was frustrating.
Reaction from Cage leaders was disgust but not surprise.
Amy DeVries leads Congregations Acting for Justice and Empowerment, which has been working to see CenterPoint energy bills in Evansville decrease. She says many people are upset to hear that the company's CEO is receiving $37.8 million in stocks.
I don't believe that it was done as a means of, thumbing their nose at consumers, but that's exactly how it was received.
When asked for comment, CenterPoint representatives told 14 News, "We recognize the importance of utility costs for our customers. That is why one of Dave's top priorities has been to reduce CenterPoint Energy's expenses 1 to 2% on average annually through 2030, with the savings benefiting all our customers." DeVries questioned that plan.
And I don't see how that's going to be of any significance to people whose bills have doubled and sometimes tripled.
She says in their past talks with CenterPoint, company members have told them that the company faces its own bills and suggested that they're dealing with similar costs. DeVries says with over $37 million going straight to the CEO, they're skeptical that the company's bills are taking up the same percent of their income as their customers' bills do.
As we know that in this community, we have people paying 50, 60, 70% of their monthly income to CenterPoint alone.
In that statement earlier, CenterPoint representatives told us that they remain focused on growing their utilities and enhancing the performance and value of their company for their customers. DeVries says they have an action plan for the 9th of May where they hope to sit down with the company to go over their rates and ask some questions that come from the public.
All right, Brady, thanks. An investigation is underway into a teenager's death. Police say they were called to a home in the 2500 block of West Virginia Street around 8 last night. Police say a teenager died from what appears to be an accidental self-inflicted gunshot wound. Authorities have not released the victim's name. An autopsy is scheduled. Law enforcement in Webster County says 69-year-old Overton Jackson of Providence is a career criminal. His latest run-in with the law came this morning. Providence Police Chief Todd Jones says he pulled over Jackson for blowing through a stop sign at the corner of Barrett and Union Streets. The chief says they found a large knife in Jackson's pocket and a baggie of what they believe is methamphetamine. He was arrested and taken to the Webster County Jail, charged with trafficking in a controlled substance. The chief says Jackson has a criminal record going back to the 1990s.
A traffic alert for you tonight and likely for tomorrow, too. Washington Avenue is closed from Weinbach to Lincoln Park Drive for emergency sewer repairs. Water and sewer utility officials tell us the entire road is shut down right now, but they hope to get at least one lane open sometime overnight. They'll likely have to close it again tomorrow, though. We'll keep you updated as soon as we learn more. And it's been just over 4 months since tornadoes destroyed parts of western Kentucky, and the people of Bremen say they still feel the grief of loss every day. Now a new kind of FEMA assistance plans to help with that. Crisis counseling is now available for the tornado victims in Hopkins, Muhlenberg, and Ohio counties and more. All you have to do is pick up the phone and dial 211. And this number will connect you to health and human services agencies that can provide help. Bremen pastor Danny Green says he believes this service can really benefit his community.
It comforts me and blesses me to hear that they're doing that. I mean, I'm thrilled that they're offering that service, and I believe some people will take advantage of it because I think they're still hurting.
If you or someone you know could benefit from these services, we have more information on how to utilize them on the web at 14news.com.
A funeral procession today for an Ohio County Sheriff's deputy. Ohio County Sheriff's Office says Deputy Jerry Critchlow has died. They held a processional for the late deputy earlier today. Officials say Deputy Critchlow has served the county for many years and has been our school resource officer. He was also a retired trooper. In honor of Deputy Critchlow, his car is on display in front of the Ohio County High School for the community to pay tribute.
Rain currently moving through the tri-state now, probably our heaviest bout of rain for the event. We still have some scattered showers moving in later tonight. Heaviest rains now out in Warwick County from about Newburgh up to Linville, and then another batch out toward Tell City and down into Madisonville and Owensboro. Behind it, we have just scattered rain, but it will continue through the night with most of the tri-state seeing temperatures holding near 54 degrees. And around the region right now, we are in the mid-50s. Overnight tonight, that temperature will only plateau. Big warm up on the way, though, for the end of the week.
A marker honoring a local women's suffrage leader is set to be unveiled at the central location of the Evansville-Vanderburgh Public Library. The Evansville-Vanderburgh Public Library and the League of Women Voters of Southwestern Indiana says that Lucia Blunt was a local community leader who advocated for women's voting rights in the 1800s. The marker will be dedicated Tuesday, May 10th at 1 p.m. The marker will be installed at the corner of Chestnut and Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Officials say that it is the side of the Blunt's home where she held suffragist meetings.
For those interested in a career in healthcare, Ivy Tech Community College is hosting an event for you. It'll be Tuesday, April 26th, 6 p.m. at the Veteran Auditorium and Cook Student Center. This is free and open to the public. They say they'll have representatives from the nursing and health science program, along with local healthcare employers, current Ivy Tech students, and alumni to talk about the various opportunities like financial aid and career coaching. If you live in Evansville, you may have noticed some new hotels coming to town. The Downtown Evansville Economic Improvement District says in the past 5 years, 400 new hotel rooms have come to the area across different hotels, along with 393 new housing units. And this has helped many downtown businesses find success, even in the midst of COVID-19.
Downtown is in a really vibrant phase of growth, and it's not just housing, it's not just hotels, dozens and dozens of ground floor businesses in the last 5 years, and then lots of office space that's filled even during the pandemic.
The most recent hotel growth came this week when the Stay APT Suites announced they'd be coming to the east side. They say they're planning on a 3-floor, 82-unit hotel on Kimber Lane, just off Burkhart.
A Newburgh woman is hosting a blood drive in hopes of raising awareness for blood cancer. Jennifer Ribley was diagnosed with leukemia in July of 2021. She is in remission, but Ribley says she had many blood transfusions along her journey. She hopes to use this event to highlight the need for more donors and bring awareness to blood cancers. Ribley says if it helps even one person, it's worth it.
But it's so impactful to me because many people helped me. Saved my life, really, because there were times I had no platelets and that my blood counts were so incredibly low that without these treatments, I would not probably be here today talking with you.
That blood drive will be tomorrow from 10 to 4 at the American Red Cross location on Stockwell Road.
Monday was the 126th running of the Boston Marathon, and many tri-state participants are just getting back home. Lindsay Lacosto lost her brother to a drug overdose several years ago, and as she prepared to run the marathon, she joined a group raising money for the Heron Project. That's a nonprofit that works to support addiction recovery resources. She says she first started looking to raise money as a way to stay active despite her grief. The marathon was another way to do that.
being out there running is also another great form of just personal therapy, going out there and being able to sort through your thoughts, and also just remembering, again, remembering my brother and knowing that he was with me throughout the entire race.
LaCosta says she was one of around 30 runners who are representing the tri-state.
Mandatory evacuations triggered by wildfires have been ordered in Arizona, and a groundbreaking in Gibson County.
Tomorrow on 14 News Sunrise, a big tradition returns for veterans of Southern Indiana. The honor flight of Southwest Indiana takes off tomorrow to Washington, D.C. Our Jessica Costello will have the grand return of the program after it was sidelined due to COVID. Plus, coming off of drab skies Wednesday, we're looking forward to warmer temperatures for your weekend. Byron will have the updated forecast when we see you bright and early tomorrow morning on 14 News Sunrise, starting at 4:30.
14 News is sponsored by Expressway Chevrolet.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
We need some help.
I know. I'm going to CashNetUSA.com. And if approved, we can have the money in our account as soon as the same business day.
Go to CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need.
Autism Evansville is a local nonprofit that promotes understanding, acceptance, and support for individuals with autism. Join us Saturday, April 23rd at the Warwick County 4-H grounds as 14 First Alert meteorologist Arden Gregory hosts our Taking Steps for Autism Walk and 5K. Enjoy a day of family fun as we raise funds and awareness to help support tri-state families affected by autism. Sign up today at autismevansville.org. Presented by Tools for Teaching, Apex Behavioral Services, and 14 News.
It's Truck Month at Expressway Chevrolet. 0% on all new cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus get $1,500 in accessories with any new Silverado purchase. Visit expresswaychevrolet.com, Mount Vernon, Indiana. Find new roads.
The 2 for $6 double Rally Burger with cheese deal from Rally's is so extra, not everyone can handle it. Go ahead, we double beef dare you. Get twice the burgers with double the juicy beef for just $6. Join Rally's rewards for a free Buford or Mother Cruncher.
If you're ready to sell your vehicle, we're ready to buy. Trade it up with the Moore Automotive team. With inventory arriving daily and more on the way, count on top dollar for your trade. And yes, we will beat any competitor's offer. Whether you're buying a new vehicle or selling your old vehicle, with the Moore Automotive team, your vehicle, it's never been worth more. See for yourself online and trade it up.
This is Pretty Litter, the world's smartest cat litter. Its ultralight, super absorbent formula traps odors, and its crystals change colors to help you monitor your cat's health. Plus, Pretty Litter offers free delivery. Order today at prettylitter.com.
It's Truck Month at Expressway Chevrolet. 0% on all new cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus get $1,500 in accessories with any new Silverado purchase. Visit expresswaychevrolet.com, Mount Vernon, Indiana. Find new roads.
Your early mornings are busy. Get your forecast first at 4:30 on 14 News Sunrise.
Live newscasts on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. Satisfy your local appetite now with free 14 News apps on all these platforms. Fulfill your appetite with 14 News.
You're watching the Tri-State's news and weather leader. This is 14 News at 10.
The U.S. Treasury Department announced today that it expanded its sanctions to include businesses and individuals that are helping Russia avoid the impact of economic penalties imposed on Moscow. Treasury officials said the department is now targeting Russian commercial bank TransCapital Bank, as well as a network of more than 40 people it believes are helping the Kremlin skirt a wave of economic punishments. The Biden administration also said it's cracking down on companies operating in Russia's virtual currency mining industry, including BitDriver, and also the ones that help the country monetize its exports and other natural resources. Mandatory evacuations have been ordered in 2 Arizona counties now, triggered by dangerous, fast-moving wildfires. Critically dry weather conditions continue to fuel fires across the Southwest, and they're bringing yet another week of fire danger, with more than 19,000 wildfires already reported through Tuesday. Jen Sullivan has the latest.
The charred ruins of what was once homes crackling in the flames of a raging inferno.
Fueled by powerful wind gusts, the tunnel wildfire near Flagstaff, Arizona has now destroyed dozens of homes and threatens hundreds more, forcing thousands of people to flee fast-moving flames and leave their homes behind.
I cried driving away because you just don't know. You don't know if you're going to come home to anything.
Once I got up there, I saw everything was gone. All the houses that I had seen that were there earlier, 45 minutes earlier, except for one, were all burned to the ground.
The National Wildfire Coordinating Group says on their incident website, high winds have grounded air resources, which are unable to fly due to wind thresholds for aircraft during firefighting operations.
When we're talking flame lengths upwards of 100+ feet, there's really no piece of aviation or equipment that is going to be able to slow that down.
Just south of Prescott, Arizona, several communities have been ordered to evacuate after the Crooks fire has now exploded in size.
You know, you hope the wind shifts, but at the same time, you're like, if it shifts, then it's going to hit cabins in other areas. And so you know, you just feel guilty if your cabin is the last one standing.
I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Some financial aid help may be coming to those who are still paying federal student loans. The Department of Education announced it's making changes to the system. The actions will benefit nearly 4 million people, bringing them a few years closer to forgiveness through the income-driven repayment program. It offers 4 repayment plans and allows those in debt to avoid loan default by lowering monthly payments based on family size and income. It also promises loan forgiveness after at least 20 years worth of payments are completed. Thousands of other borrowers will also get immediate forgiveness due to the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. We may call this a Good Friday miracle. Take a look at this, a mural depicting Jesus. It's hard to believe that that mural was inside the Inglewood Church that went up in flames on Friday in Chicago. More than 150 firefighters battled the Friday afternoon fire as the church got ready for Good Friday. Heavy smoke and flames poured from the historic structure. It was totally destroyed. Demolition began on the church today, but this mural of Jesus somehow managed to survive all the smoke and flames.
Gibson County officials broke ground on a new probation facility today. The facility will be the new home to the Gibson County Court, Probation, and Public Defender's Office in the Princeton area. Officials say that they are outgrowing the building they're currently in. Gibson County Commissioner Warren Fleetwood says he's happy to see this building going up.
It's going to give us the opportunity to change people's lives in our county by offering services that promote freedom and financial independence in folks that are needing an extra hand or a little help along the way in some of life's challenges.
There's no word yet when the project will be completed.
224 Indiana cities, towns, and counties are receiving a community crossings grant this year. That includes Boonville. Boonville didn't receive one of these community grants last year, so Boonville Mayor Charlie White says he was absolutely ecstatic when he found out they'll be receiving a large one this year. Mayor White says it's really all about giving the people a hometown they can be proud of.
It just does something for the community, raises their spirits, and which to me, that's a big, big thing. You know, you want people to be proud of their hometown.
All the grant winners had to submit their applications back in January, and we're told it's a very competitive process. $1 million going to Boonville. To see a full list of those grant winners, as well as all the winners in the area, head to 14news.com.
Rain probably followed you home during your commute, and Jeff says it'll stay overnight.
Find the Toyota that's best for you and easy access to available financing and leasing specials.
Ken and Kent Toyota, helping you get the vehicle you want for the roads ahead.
For 11 years, I have trusted Brian for my home comfort. That's why this time of year, I get routine checkups. Knowing that my air conditioner is going to perform its best in the worst conditions is total peace of mind.
Schedule your preventative maintenance, just $79.
Attention, a common herbicide, paraquat, has been linked to Parkinson's disease.
If you suffer from Parkinson's and think you may have been exposed to an herbicide containing paraquat, call White Heart Legal now. You may be entitled to substantial compensation.
Call White Heart Legal now, and in less than 2 minutes you can find out if you may qualify.
Your Parkinson's may have been caused by the herbicide paraquat, and you may be entitled to compensation. Call 1-800-714-9300. That's 1-800-714-9300.
The new season just dropped.
Enter the Big Dinner Box from Pizza Hut. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings all in one box. You'll run out of episodes before you run out of food. The Big Dinner Box, only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
It's replacement window season. Thousands of homeowners choose Champion every year.
Replacing the windows, it made our home more comfortable and more functional.
The fact that Champion designs, builds, installs, and guarantees all of its products here in the United States definitely sets them apart.
Champion makes buying new windows easy. No middleman markups and no bigger savings on better windows. Now is the time to get new windows for your home. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
No matter what you're voting for, it matters. Vote. We're counting on you.
For 11 years, I have trusted Brian for my home comfort. That's why this time of year I get routine checkups. Knowing that my air conditioner is going to perform its best in the worst conditions is total peace of mind.
Schedule your preventative maintenance, just $79.
Sky Vision HD is sponsored by Owensboro Health. The leader in tracking storms. Here's your 14 First Alert forecast.
A rainy night across the tri-state. The rain will fizzle out overnight. The heaviest now from about Jasper down to Owensboro, Hartford, Kentucky. And these showers and some thunder in there will continue to move on to the east. We picked up about 1/4 inch of rain here at the station. So not a gully washer or big event in any way. Back here around St. Louis, we have one additional line of showers, and that will come through very late tonight. I think we will still have enough rain going on tomorrow. Some of you will need the wipers there as you head out. Byron Douglas will be here with the commute conditions for you and a look ahead for the entire day. One thing he'll be promoting, as I'm going to do right now, is much warmer air coming our way for tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Some 80s return. In fact, a couple, 3 days in a row of temperatures in the 80s, which hasn't happened yet in 2022. So our rain area here, nice compact system, will move on out, and behind it then we have clearing skies and warming temperatures too with that south wind. Here's tomorrow at 6 a.m. and you still have some rain rolling through, but then by noon and shortly after, the rain pretty well gives up, and then that southwest wind will really kick in earnest tomorrow night and on Friday. It's not going to be windy per se, but we will have enough of a breeze, warm breeze coming in to really help move that temperature upward quickly, and that's what will happen on Friday when we get up to near 80 degrees, if not slightly warmer than that, especially over our western Kentucky counties. And then we get into Saturday morning there, again, mostly sunny and warm weather coming our way. By the weekend, though, we have rain back on the horizon here to the northwest. Unfortunately, this rain will accompany a cold front across the tri-state, and that'll push our temperatures back down into the 60s then for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So, you know, we've kind of had this business going where we got a few nice days and a few not so nice ones. They're cool and rainy and the like, and that pattern will continue right into next week. Although longer range, it looks like we will be drier and cooler than the average to finish out the month of April. So tonight, rain continues. We will drop it back to about 56 degrees, about where we are now. Then tomorrow, as the rain finishes, we should climb to about 71 during the afternoon. And on the 7-day forecast, no alert days at this stage. We're watching Sunday here for the potential maybe for some late showers and thunderstorms. But look at these highs here across the board, 80s, and then you fall off the cliff here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, back into the low 60s for highs and mid 50s for lows. So your takeaways are that we will hit the 80s Friday for only the second time this year. Over the weekend, we will continue the trend with warm temperatures at 80 or greater on Saturday and Sunday, but we have chilly weather making a return next week.
You're watching 14 News, the Tri-State's news and weather leader.
Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with a travel peace of mind package. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
It's truck month and the perfect time to start getting things done. Find your Chevy truck and 0% financing plus $1,000 accessory cash or lease with $2,000 lease cash savings. At Kenny-Ken Chevy, the Tri-State's #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Find new roads.
The world is full of make or break moments, especially if you have postmenopausal osteoporosis and a high risk for fracture. It's time to make your move to help reduce your risk of fracture with Prolia. Only Prolia is proven to help strengthen and protect bones from fracture with one shot every 6 months.
Do not take Prolia if you have low blood calcium, are pregnant, are allergic to it, or take Xgeva. Serious allergic reactions like low blood pressure, trouble breathing, throat tightness, face, lip, or tongue swelling, rash, itching, or hives have happened. Tell your doctor about dental problems, as severe jawbone problems may happen, or new or unusual pain in your hip, groin, or thigh, as unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred. Speak to your doctor before stopping, skipping, or delaying Prolia, as spine and other bone fractures have occurred. Prolia can cause serious side effects like low blood calcium, serious infections, which could need hospitalization, skin problems, and severe bone, joint, or muscle pain.
Don't wait for a break. Call your doctor now and ask how Prolia can help you.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra-controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
This is Pretty Litter, the world's smartest cat litter. Its ultralight, super absorbent formula traps odors, and its crystals change colors to help you monitor your cat's health. Plus, Pretty Litter offers free delivery. Order today at prettylitter.com.
How about this? American Family Insurance wants to help you bring your dream home to life. New homeowners can save an average of 22%. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
Stay ahead of changing conditions with the most accurate forecast. And we alert you first with 14 First Alert Days. The Tri-State's weather leader. Sports Desk is sponsored by Don Moore. Get your MVP price from the Moore Automotive Team at mooredeals.com.
7 more Castle Knights signed their letters of intent to play at the collegiate level. From the baseball team, Caleb Niehaus is staying home to play for USI, while his teammate Tyler Orr will play for Rose Holman. Both players won the Mental Attitude Award in separate seasons. Megan Kane is joining her basketball teammate Jordan Kuhn at Franklin College. Campbell Soup McBride will play volleyball for Lincoln Trail College. The seasoned varsity athlete Zach Inzarello will play lacrosse at Lewis University. KT Nelson signed to wrestle at the University of Mount Olive, and Tay Hughes will play football at Georgetown College.
The Castle community is like nothing I've ever experienced. They show out to everything and the support is unmatched. So I think having all that support really helps and really pushes you to the game's not over and you just want to keep playing.
No, I've been playing football for about 11 years now. Loved it every single second. This is something I've dreamed about since I scored my first touchdown when I was like 11. Coach Eric had a lot of one-on-one talks about the next level. He always told me everything that we do at practice is going to prepare you for the next level. This is what I do it for the most part. I do it for my family, all my little siblings, so I can be a great role model to them.
McBride is the 4th member of the 2021 volleyball state runner-up team to commit to the collegiate level. Hughes was among 6 other Knights to commit to collegiate football programs. UE adds another guard to their roster. Matthew Ragsdale joins the Aces after spending 3 seasons in Division II with Western Colorado University. The 6'4" guard was the team's leading scorer last season, averaging over 21 points a game. To the high school baseball diamond now, we start off with a big game between Southridge and Memorial at the historic Bosse Field. The Tigers are coming off their first loss of the season, but they have their lucky charm in Sam Schultz back in the stands. Here we go. It's the bottom of the first when Thomas Lynch rips it out to center field. He gets the RBI, bringing home Josh Russell, and then Lynch rounds the bases. Look at that, and slides into third for the dominant finish. It's 2-0 in the bottom of the second. Russell is out at first, but his hit is good enough to bring home Clark Breeze, and now it's 3-0 Tigers. 4-0 in the bottom of the third. Dietrich Hoying gets a sweet strikeout for the first Tiger out, and here's a nice play at first to get the batter out. The Raiders keep the inning scoreless, but the Tigers secure the 8-1 victory. More high school baseball today as Central was at home taking on Tecumseh. Tied at 1 in the top of the second, and a man at second for Chase Jones, who grounds one into left field. There's going to be a play at the plate, but the throw is just offline and Mason Gogol scores. Next batter is Wyatt Huddleston, who loops one into center. It's caught, but Jones tags, and he will just get there in time to make it 3-1 Braves. Bottom of the second, it's now just 3-2 when Ethan Rothschild scorches one to center. That drives in a sliding Luke Pokerney, and the Bears have tied it at 3. And then Blake Curtis rips one down the left field line. That brings in Rothschild to put Central up 4-3, and the Bears win a nail-biter 6-5 over Tecumseh. In high school softball, a great matchup in Warwick County as the 12-0 Henderson County faced Tecumseh. Top of the second, already 6-2 Colonels when Anna Willett smokes one into center field. That drives in Caitlin Kemp, and Henderson has a 7-2 lead. But the Braves rally big time. It's now 7-3, and ducks on the pond for Carson Flowers, who drops one into center. That brings home 2 more to make it 7-5. Bottom of the third, Tecumseh keeps on coming back. 2 on for Kylie Watts. She hits it hard back through the box. That brings home 2 more runs. Just like that, it's all tied at 7 apiece. This one would then stay tied and go to extra innings, where Henderson County wins it 9-8 over Tecumseh.
All right, thanks, Tamar.
It'll be warmer after the rain.
Yes, kind of ironically, usually cools down after the rain, but things are going to change up tomorrow up to 71. Then look at that, 81 Friday and Saturday. Sunday pretty close, and then rain moving in late Sunday night, and maybe some thunderstorms there to start the week, with cooler temps next week.
All right, Jeff, thanks a lot. And thank you for watching. Join us again for Sunrise.
And online anytime at 14news.com. Good night.
Stay prepared when breaking news or severe weather happens by downloading the 14 News apps. This message is sponsored by Dean Bossler's Furniture, home of Bassett Design Studio. Together, we create your comfort space.
What should we do?